how you feel in this beautiful Christmas feeling time and really feeling, you know what? I'm so exciting. New Year's coming, something exciting coming, and I hope everything will be better for my 2023. How do you feeling at this moment? Do you feel excited? Do you feel, it's another year? Or do you feel like, oh, I will do anything to get my next year better? How are you feeling in this moment? And actually, I want to reveal for you one and two more steps before we do to the Wednesdays winter solstice meditation and releasing and all. And I will be really giving you tips, all them three tips. And on the 21st, this Wednesday will be the last tip, probably of before New Year's, I think, or maybe this year, because it's actually this time when it's happening a lot, and we need to do something very special to make sure our new year will be better and better and better. So I want to reveal for you little secrets, couple secrets, one secret a day, how to meet your 2023 or any new year, and what to do to make sure what the best year will be is just to come. Is just to come. No matter what you had, no matter how it was, how are you, no matter how it was in the last year, now we're getting ready to get a new year. And I always say, next year will be better. And next year is better because something new. But the biggest point, why is this will be better? If we learn our lessons, we should know better. We should get better at our lessons, so not repeat them next year. And that's what I want to reveal to you today, how to do, what to do, how to get ready for the winter solstice. It's on this Wednesday. And how to get ready to make sure New Year just better and better, and every year better and better. What to do, how to do, where, what, and what. Because many people asking like, oh, it's just another year, and how will I make sure how will I make sure what next year will be better? So question is now, do you believe next year will be better? Like, I know. I don't believe. I just know. Like, it's just in my head. It's just have to be better. Let's give it better. Not as many people actually a little bit worry and saying, next year will be worse. Of course, everybody listen to news. Thank you. Everybody watching TV, everybody doing something what brings more negative things than positive. And where we concentrate, that our energy flows. And where energy flows, that's what we're getting attracted. And that's we attracting to our life. So today I really want what we get ready for this winter solstice, 21st, this Wednesday. And I will be doing beautiful energy healing, releasing this group healing session where it will be for free, but at the same time for the people who's actually already in VIP members and all, it will be another more and more growth. So I want to ask you, are you ready for next year? Or do you really still feeling, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what's next year will bring. And that's actually nice. It's nice when we go into the new something. We don't know how it will be. But only professionals of the business, of the life, of your own life, they are organizing to make sure to get New Year better. Why is this like we treating our life just like it's life. Oh, it's life. Not really. I dare to say not really, because it's actually we are creators of our life. We creating everything, and the good thing and the bad thing and the millions, but only millionaires admit, I am self-made millionaire, or I am the self-made billionaire. But nobody I ever heard, oh, I'm self-made actually broke, because they actually self-made themselves to get broke because something was not working and they closed eyes and was dreaming and all that. And that's exactly how we live in our life. Sometimes we just closing our eyes and saying, oh, I don't know, whatever it will be, it's life. No. And don't let this kind of confuse you. What you can control your life. You don't need to control your life. We don't need to control anybody. We just need to really go with the beautiful flow. Just exactly if I would put you in the river and you would be sitting in the little boat, in the canoe, and you would say, oh, I will make this amazing life. I will do everything to get this amazing life. And you just not going with the flow, but you actually turning around and say, I will do this hard way. I will really go against it because I don't believe. I just need to go with the flow, as many people do, not going with the flow, but actually going extremely opposite the flow. How long would you take in the river really canoeing front of the flow? Like how long? You would be exhausted, and that's exactly what many people is. They're just getting more exhausted, more fed up, more angry with whatever. I work harder and harder and harder, and nothing comes to my life, and this is life, and it's not fair. And then we kind of say, whoa, calm down, just relax. Look, if you turn around and go with the flow and enjoy your moment now, maybe something could change. And I seen it amazing results when we do that. Because mostly, especially business people, we always say, I know better, I know more, I am this owner, I am this big someone. But actually, life and universe don't care how big, smart we are. Like that's actually our enemy sometimes. We think we know everything. Our ego straight away comes in and say, I will put everybody now in the right place and it will be like that. Well, actually not. Higher powers, it gives us little lessons if we're not getting right and we're not doing us kind of going with the flow. So today I wanted to ask you and really to reveal you this little thing, what we should be doing for now before the new year goes. We need to think, what kind of lessons did we learn? And if you can look through your all year, I know that's kind of takes, oh geez, that's a lot. But if you normally do your diary or something, or maybe you just remember, because big mistakes, or like say mistakes, there's no mistakes in life. It's a big lessons. The lessons sometimes give us a good kick, or maybe softer kick, or maybe no lessons there, but was good kick. And you say, oh, I don't understand why this happens. So let's kind of go through all this year. I know we can go all life, and that's you need to separate, time and place to do it. But this time we only working for this year because we getting ready for winter solstice. We're getting ready to release and relax, like let it go all this year's things what they was not very pleasant for you, and really just look, what lesson did you learn? So I could say my lesson probably in the beginning of the year, I wanted to go a lot everywhere, and I was invited everywhere. And oh my God, like we was invited to Paris, we was invited to New York Fashion Week, we was invited to Venice, we was invited to Cannes, and then Paris again for the speaking. So I picked 2 events, and I did not go to Cannes. I'm not saying I'm sorry. I wanted. So now I'm kind of looking, okay, I did not go to Cannes. We pick it specially because I really wanted to go back to Venice. Venice for me, it's like special place. And now because we was in Venice last year for the film festival, I knew already what's happening in there more. So now I was like, okay, what can I get more out of it? So yes, I went and I got my beautiful model going with us, and I got two beautiful stars instead of one star going on the red carpet, because actually my plan was to get one beautiful celebrity to go on the carpet, and in the end I got two. So that was like, okay, that's amazing, because more you kind of know what you want, universe kind of gives you if you are ready. So I was like, okay, so I was ready for two. And I'm still like, oh my God, that's amazing. And is there any lessons in there? Just let it go and go with the flow. Because I was really knowing only about one celebrity I will dressing and it will go, but in the end I got two. So my lesson is kind of like, go and don't control. And I did not control. Like I'm pretty much very much kind of easing with the flow, but at the same time was many stones on the road to get there. Didn't come in time. This was in delay. And this is like, and was all the stones in the road. But in the end, I got two beautiful celebrities going on the red carpet, wearing my designs. And I'm like, wow, I love it. And still goes in the magazines, and in the magazines, I'm still getting, like fruits from it. So again, what is my kind of lesson, but not lesson, but at the same time kind of like I'm looking at that. I'm not judging. I'm just looking. How is this happened? First, it was many stones what I have to go around with the flow. I didn't go against. Oh my God, it would really knock me out from my road. But I know where I'm going. So universe always wants to try you. Well, let's see, are you ready? Well, we drop a little stone. She was fine. Okay, let's get another stone. Let's see. And then in the end, everything was just phew, and boom, two beautiful stars going on the red carpet with my beautiful designs. And was not planned. So it's kind of like universe pays you back later when you really showing what, I'm not fighting here. I go, I know where I'm going, and I go with the flow. Without any like, why is this happening? Whose fault is this? And if I will be looking whose fault of something delaying, whose fault is not getting right or something, I would waste more of my energy. And in the end, I would be probably wrecked of the fighting and probably missing something very important, like the interview with Germans, or the interview with another kind of TV awards, not TV awards, some awards, something, don't remember even, I think it's from France or something. I can't even remember because there's so many. And then people was coming and taking pictures with us. We was like celebrities. And then, it was so many more fruits coming out from this hard work, and many of people would give up by half of it, but it was work with pleasure because I love my designing and I love what I'm doing. And that's another big thing. If you're doing what you don't love, I would be probably halfway give up. But because I do love what I want, what I do, and I love it, and we worked nights and days, it was like long, but we knew where we're going. We seen it at the end results. So your job, I would love what you write it down till the 21st, write it down. What kind of struggles you had and what lessons did you learn? Like, did you understood the struggle? And if you did not understood the struggle, we can talk. Send me a private message. We make an appointment and we chat. But let's do this before Wednesday, okay? We can do it after as well. That's no problem. But we will do a little kind of sacral kind of like ceremony where I would like what you already be ready before that. But it's still many questions sometimes rise up after, and that's okay as well. So don't be worried if it's like, oh my God, I did not write it down about this. It's okay. We can talk later. That's no problem. Till the new year, ding, 12, whoa. And it still is like Chinese New Year and this New Year and another New Year. Like it's many New Years. But do you remember, like if I may ask you, do you remember one, like if you would say on how many big kind of say messages you got from the universe, from the kind of say biggest teacher of in our life, how many mistakes, like no, I'm not saying mistakes, how many lessons did you got? If you can kind of count roughly, I definitely got about, like every journey when you go, it gives you a lesson, like every minute. Like in the Paris was huge lessons. Oh my God, was so many people we met, and every person is different, and every person has a vibe different, and like, oh, it's like, and it's teach you how to communicate with other people about any, like one person is not happy, one person is very happy, nearly too happy because they're actually stopping because they don't care. It's like, woo, a lot of happening. But in the end, I got my award for the best speaker. And in the end, we just go with the flow. We didn't fight with anybody. We didn't blow anything. And it was some of them was worth to be blowing up, But I didn't, because I said, what will I win? It's always next step is what will be after, thank you, Antoinette. What will be after if I react and burst with anger? Like if I react and something happens and I will be, it will be rolling. It's like a snowball. It will roll in bigger snow and bigger, and it could boom, with the big snow hurricane or whatever. Because the negativity is always attracts a lot more negativity. And actually, it was happened many things, but it was actually not planned at all, like, and before we was booking hotel, and we wanted to be in the hotel in Paris in exact the same event happening, but I don't need to go. Good girl, 7 is good. That's a lovely number, 7. Yeah, good girl to remember. But that's the very, very nice to write it down. What is it exactly, and what do you learn from it? But at the same time, when you think about it, sometimes, whoo, I remember this one, and it will come up. I'm just very roughly asking, and thank you for sharing. And when we was before we went in Paris, for some reason, the car did not take money for the last room. And I'm like, oh my God. And then we could not get it. For some reason, bank have to, approve. And it was already 12 o'clock in nighttime. And we was like, And in the end, next day, we could not get the same room. We need to get next room, Good, very good. Every day we're learning. Just as long we're not repeating the same kind of class, because if you will stay in the class and learn the same, teacher will say, you're not getting it. I give you another one, stronger, to get it bigger, boom, So maybe just really, really, really need to check them out, clear them, see why is this repeating. And the biggest thing, to make sure the lessons not repeating. Because sometimes if I say, tuk, 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 hello, nobody here. Bang, louder. Oh, nobody hears. And then I'm kind of started like screaming, hey, open the doors. That's exactly. Then people like, whoa, who's that? What's going on? To get our attention, universe sometimes send us, could be not very nice kind of message or lesson to learn, just to get us really in that, whoa, okay, I hear you. It's the same like I was knocking. I was nice and polite, but you didn't listen. Now louder and didn't listen. And that's what's happening with the universe. People sleeping a lot. Like, till I not wake up, I was sleeping as a baby. I knew something somewhere happening. I getting news, I getting ideas, messages, something kind of, I know what I love and I love what I do, and that's all. but how many things I missed, and then I got another lesson, and then another lesson, and then another lesson, and it's like, whoa, okay, what am I doing wrong? So stronger we and like longer we're not getting the message, and if it's repeats in repeats, it must be not getting the message. So be very sure when you write it down. That's why it's very important to write it down. When you write it down, is any of the messages repeating? And are they getting harder and louder? Are they getting more pain for you? More painful, like it's growing. Whoa, that means something there is not really learned. Because if it's repeating, it's just the same exactly like I was getting married, then I divorced, then I got engaged, 6 years together, then I divorced, then I'm like, every man was bringing it in, and the more I want love, more I'm attracting negativity. Oh my God. And like after 2 months, boom, broke up. It's like, whoa, what's happening? What am I not doing right? Because I thought everybody else is wrong, but not me. But I was needed to learn these lessons. And when I fed up with this, I'm like, okay. And I stopped. And that's where we have to stop sometimes. Breathe in and breathe out 10 times in 12 or 20 if you want, or 100, till you just stop and say, why is this happening? Because this live hurricane swings us will very quick into it and sucks it in, and we losing our head. And that's why it's so important to stop and come back to yourself and really ask yourself, whoa, did I learn this lesson? Why am I repeating this? Why is this lesson repeats? And that's the biggest tip today. Write it down, all your years, messages, lessons, what did I learn? And see, are they repeating? Are they still the same and the same? And that's why it's so important to do that. And that's, if you don't repeating and you're getting new things and new things and new things, okay, first, why are we getting them? Second, but that's normal. Life will give us little lessons. But can we not repeat them next year? And that's the biggest thing. To make sure we let them go, we got a message, and we keep going about that. And that's why we need to do this. So write it down, all things what happened to you through the year where you felt not very happy, was really kind of, your blood was burning and boiling and all. And you was like, okay, I'm not happy here. You remember that. Believe me, you will remember that. And I always ask, why am I attracted to that situation? And in Venice was so beautiful. It's so beautiful. One beautiful like message and all that. We need to go in some special photo shoot place where we done this photo shoots, and the pictures like, oh, it's just amazing. And I love them, like, and they're all in magazines and like, oh, it's just so beautiful. But we always little bit like, oh my God, look at the time, and a little bit, and we little bit, because I hate be late. I never being late. I love being in time, and I never really love knowing what somebody waiting for me and maybe thinking, oh, this woman not respect me. This woman is like terrible, like, and you can't really do business if you're starting with something like this, with the disrespect somebody else's time. And because sun in Venice, like, in summer goes very quick, high, we have about 2 hours to do the best shots. Later, it's too late. Like, that's the rule. And really saying is the best to come in earlier, but the buses didn't go in time. Like, everything was a little bit against us. But we said, we will do it anyway. We will do it the best what we can. And we done it. But we came into the tickets to buy the ticket for the boat, and we needed to go like, the like channels. It's like 5 seconds, just and it's another island. It's like it was nearly easier to swim yourself, but you can't. And we was like, oh, come on, give me a little boat or whatever, gondola, Gondola would cost about 200 euros and the ticket was cost about like $5. So anyway, we was like standing in there, and a little bit I'm not happy to be late, and I'm a little bit nervous. Not nervous, but not happy. And just in front of us, the man, old man, and all in Italian, blah, 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 and Italians very emotional. Oh my God, if they wanted to show you something, tell you something, they will show you, they will scream, they will emotions, like, oh, it was like huge scenery. I'm like, what's happening? And I don't know what's happening because it was all in Italian, but I understood something very, very blah, 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 blah. And he's on the phone and he's talking with the woman and he's on the phone and he's with, it was like, okay. And I'm like, okay, this is not good. But the biggest thing is, but actually we attract what we are. And because I was so little bit overwhelmed and stressed a little bit, because like I said, I don't like being late, and with me was the photographer and model and this and that. It's like, it all depends for all of us to go and do the good job. And I was like, whoa, this is, I think I created. And I took responsibility and I removed it, all negativity from me. I cleared my field. And I was standing in the queue, I was like this, and I was like, I don't care who see me. I need to get to this place in the right time, without any late, because this man is delaying. And if I miss this boat, I can't get a ticket. And if I miss this boat, I will have to wait another 30 minutes to get another one. And I was like, I clearing myself. I was doing nearly like dancing and all, but just to clear this negativity, what I actually was creating. And in that minute, that second, when I done this dance and sweeping myself and clearing, and I said, this is not mine, that's it, I'm clearing. The woman at the next window opened the window and said, you're next, come here, quick. I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we got it. It worked like this, like seconds. And the model who understands the energies, she's like, I seen you dancing this like energy dance, and and then the woman came in and she was like, oh my God, that's amazing, because it was just needed. When there's so many space of negativity and all, was creating one bubble of huge negativity, and that's all was this man was talking. And I looked back like that, and he was still there, and we was already in the boat, and he was still talking with that woman, and he was still delaying all queue. And that's what it is. I moved, I left him, it's like, that's it, I don't want to see you. And I was like, whew, okay, that's it, And when I released it, everything just went smoothly. We got to the place, everything went perfect. Next minute, our models came in, photographers, everything, another who was needed to be done. And everything went amazing. So why is this important for us to see our lessons and to understand when is happening what and how quick we can remove it? Because like I said, life could swing us in this huge spiral of negativities, of anger, of this, and I'm late and you're not late, and blah, blah, blah. We're just like, whoo, okay, why is this happening? And you can catch yourself in the second, in the moment when it's happening. And you're like taking yourself and removing from that moment and saying, well, okay. And you're looking at this situation from the side. Like, not like you in it, oh, poor me, oh my God, this terrible man. He's like, he is my own creation. I have to take my own responsibility. And when I done it, everything works out. Another woman came in, sorted us out in the seconds. We was in the boat, done. And that was the biggest, huge catch yourself when you are in this situation. Not late after 2 hours. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. No, stop. Whoa, now. this moment. And this moment, we releasing last year's lessons, understanding them, and looking for the next year without them. Carry on with us. Because when we put them all in this luggage and this beautiful Christmas bag, imagine if it's paper, probably would break it because it was not able to hold it. But your body supposed to hold it because you told you so. You told your body, well, that's life. Okay, we have to bring it. No, we're not. That's what I'm saying. We don't have to bring any heaviness. We don't have to do all this big situation. We can always remove ourselves from the situation and say, whoa, stop. I create this. I can fix this. I can rearrange it. I can send more love in here and redo it, recreate it. And if any ever happened for you, anything, you could say, well, I don't know how to remove negative energy. Well, if you don't know, we can talk about it. If you don't know how to stop yourself in the big situation, just stop yourself. But you can talk to me and we can talk about it. It's every situation is kind of say, removable yourself from it, rewatch it from the side. That's what we're doing now. We rewatch it from the side. It's like your movie. You are creator of your movie and you're saying, okay, pause on this one, pause on this situation. Yeah, just on the remote, you look into it. Okay, I like that, but yeah, okay, I learned something in there, but what did I learn? And if you don't know, if you don't read, like, it's not always easy to understand what did I learn, and to make sure we're not repeating the hard lesson. That's why we need to work on this now and every day, really. If it's something comes in our life, but we don't like it. Why is this repeating? Why am I getting this? Why? Asking, talking with yourself, and if you need, with me. I'm here. I'm always here. And I'm always open to work together and really release anything, work on the messages, work on the lessons, and to see how can we create our life more magical or not more heavy. And I'm drinking my vitamins and my beautiful drinks. It's like beautiful. I love it because it's very, very much needed now. And now I'm revealing the winner, and I did not see it. So again, I never look back because I don't want to say, oh, this is number one. Okay, maybe I shouldn't give it to her. I could say, oh no, actually I will rewrite. I'm actually was thinking, how can I put it this number? What people would say, oh, you just rewrite, but no, I didn't. It's actually still the same, 22 from 1 to 40. So 22. If you write it down, your 22, let me know, because I never looked into it yet, because I never do. I love go with the flow. Whatever it's there, it's there. So if it's yours, please tell me. And let's see, maybe you want some private session with me. Maybe you want, yes, what's yes? Yes, what yes? Diana, is this yours? Did you want? Did you done it? Good girl. Well, I think that's really amazing to win and win and win. And that's why it's Monday, text this number. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, it's all week was showing, huh? And like I said, I don't know what's happening. I don't really look in numbers because I love keeping this a secret for myself. Like I love this, So let's see what we can do. Let's see what you needed. And if you need some extra support, I'm here. And let's work on your more beautiful life. And of course, every time what we do when we talk and all that, I will talk with you then, and you tell me, how would you want to, yeah, congratulations, Diana. How would you want to, write it down we was talking today, and let's see what lessons, and if you need to look into the lessons, and if you're not getting the understanding, why am I keep repeating this? Why is this always happening? please talk to me. Thank you, honey. You know, please talk to me. Please talk to me, because talk with somebody if you don't want to me, but with someone who is understanding all this. Because more we keep repeating them, more we getting harder and harder and harder. Like I said, if I just boom, will be nobody hear me. I will be louder. I will be more louder till you get it. And that's exactly why we need to make sure we're doing it and get it into the first time. So I'm sending you loads of love. And Diane, tell me, how can I serve you more? And everybody, if you need any free consultation, please do send me private message, and we work together. We look what we needed. And of course, if you want to join, for this Wednesdays, 8:30 Irish time, online Zoom. This will be really, really strong group healing session. We will be doing little ceremony, how to release, how to let it go. And we will be working for next year's resolutions, new plans, because we think our life is just whatever it comes. Oh, it's whatever it comes. Yes, some things will come. But when you're ready for them, when you know, like I said, like life is like in professionals going into new business, they make a plan. We are professionals, like living professionals. We know about the situations, and we're not getting reacted. If we wouldn't know, we wouldn't react that harsh or whatever, But when we know what's happening, we're like, okay, I got it. This is just another lesson. Thank you. And we're re-looking, and we're not reacting as normally we'll say, why is this for me? Why is this, But if we have a right plan, what do we want to do next year? Like I already planning my next year. What will I do? Where do I go? What do I? Because again, I am invited again everywhere, in Cannes, in Venice, in Milan, and this is another thing what I think I will be going, because again in Paris, like it's many places I am invited, but I don't really want to go everywhere because it's journey. It's lovely, but could be sometimes hard, but that's okay. But I really want to go in Dubai. What I really actually every year saying not yet, but I feel like next year I really want to go in Dubai, because then there's a big business stuff going, and I really want to go there for next year. So maybe I need to plan it. Yes, I need to plan it. Okay, what should I do? Because you can do big, amazing things without planning. Like imagine if you need to get ready for marriage, to get ready for a wedding. Like that's another huge planning. And why do we planning big wedding, but we're not planning our wonderful life? That is another big planning. What do I want to do next year? Like next year, I will be going into France and Spain and doing big journey. What will be take us probably 200 kilometers. Actually, my appetite growing. I actually said maybe 100, but now I think I want 200 to walk. And that's what I'm saying. Like when we think into it, when we look into it, I'm like, it's not that bad. That's okay. Yeah, we can do it. As if I just get the shock, it would be, oh, no. When you plan and you know where you're going, you know why you're going, you know what to do, it's actually everything looks a lot easier and lighter. And then you go with excitement. Or not just somebody drops on you, bomb, and you don't know what to do with that. But actually when you saying, okay, if this will be happening, I will do this. I just move it aside. And that's what it is to be a planning person who goes with the flow. Because we know what's coming. So we know how to react. We know. And of course, universe will always give us more and more surprises just to give us a live feeling. Not everything just go by the book. But it's good to know where you're going. But before you go, you need to release it and understand what you've done last year, like this year. So I'm sending you loads of love. And Diane, well done. One more time. Amazing things when we voting, when we doing and commenting, that's when his prize is coming. So what? Next will be Antoinette. Two of you amazing girls. And that's why when you are amazing, amazing things comes to you. So I'm sending you loads of love, and I talk to you tomorrow. I could talk and talk and talk. Look, it's 40 minutes. Oh my God. So I talk to you tomorrow, and I will give you one more little homework to do. Okay? Sorry, more homework, but that's why we need to do it, to attract what we want and to manifest what we want for the next year, and for more and for more. Sending you loads of love, and don't forget, never, never stop believing in love, and go back to love every day. Thank you.